Aurora didn't feel herself hit the ground. One moment she was falling, swallowed by darkness. The next she was standing. Cold air wrapped around her like invisible hands. The world was gray, silent, endless. Shadows drifted like smoke, brushing against her skin and whispering things she couldn't understand. Aurora shivered. "Kael?" Only her echo answered her. She took a shaky step forward. The ground felt like glass, smooth, cold, and barely solid enough to hold her weight. A shape passed behind her. Aurora spun. "Who's there?" A faint voice answered. "Aurora!" Her breath caught. She knew that voice. She ran toward it, heart pounding, turning corner after corner in this maze-like nothingness, until she reached a clearing swallowed in mist. A figure stood at the center, back turned. Aurora's heart leapt. "Kael!" She sprinted forward, but when the figure turned she froze. It wasn't Kael. It was her mother, but younger. Alive, smiling softly at her. Aurora stumbled backward, tears blurring her vision. Mom. How are you? Her mother lifted a finger to her lips. "Shoo. Not everything here is what it seems." Aurora sobbed. Please tell me you're real." Her mother stepped closer, her wolf glowing faintly behind her like a ghostly silhouette. "I am real," she whispered. "But only because you are here." Aurora's knees buckled. "I need your help. Kael, he's being turned into something." Her mother cupped Aurora's face, warm and gentle. "I know." Aurora's breath broke. "Then tell me what to do. I can't lose him." "I won't." Her mother's expression shifted, from warmth to sorrow. "Aurora, this realm is called the Veil. It's where broken souls are held until they choose their fate." Aurora's voice cracked. "Kael's here, isn't he?" Her mother nodded slowly. "He's trapped between life and shadow, and if he crosses deeper into the Veil, he will never return." Aurora collapsed into her mother's arms. "I can't let that happen. I need him. Her mother held her tight. "You can save him. But the path is not gentle." Aurora wiped her tears. "Tell me. I'll do anything." Her mother stepped back, eyes full of a pain Aurora had never seen. "The Ancient One, the Banished One, is using Kael's fractured bond to anchor himself to reality. If he succeeds, Kael will no longer be Kael." Aurora sucked in a breath. "So how do I stop him?" Her mother hesitated, a terrible silence. "Aurora, you must enter Kael's soul." Aurora blinked, stunned. "What?" "It's the only way," her mother said softly. "But once inside, you will face the part of him the Banished One has taken." Aurora swallowed hard. "The shadow version." Her mother nodded. Aurora clenched her fists. "I'll fight him. I'll bring my Kael back." Her mother's expression turned grim. "Aurora, if Kael's shadow rejects you, you will be trapped there. Forever." Aurora lifted her chin. "I don't care. I choose him." The veil trembled, as if responding to her resolve. Her mother reached out a hand. A glowing doorway formed in the mist behind her, swirling dark and gold. "This will take you into Kael's soul." "But Aurora." She grabbed her daughter's wrist, tightening her hold. "You must remember that the Kael you find inside may not recognize you." Aurora's heart twisted painfully. "I'll make him remember." Her mother's eyes filled with tears of her own. "Be brave, my love." Aurora stepped toward the glowing doorway, but a violent roar shook the entire realm. Aurora froze. Her mother's eyes widened in terror. "No, he's coming." Aurora turned, and her blood ran cold. A massive shadow wolf, bigger than any she'd seen before, erupted from the mist, eyes burning red and silver. It growled Kael's growl. Aurora choked. "Kael?" The wolf's eyes locked onto hers, and for a split second she saw him, her Kael. Then a voice ripped through the air. "Aurora, run!" And the wolf lunged. The veil ripped open around Aurora as the massive shadow wolf lunged, jaws wide, fangs dripping with black fire. His roar shook the realm like a storm breaking through glass. Aurora staggered backward, her heart slamming against her ribs. Kael, stop! For a split second, the wolf froze mid-lunge. Its burning red-silver eyes flickered. Face. Then she heard it, buried inside the monster's growl. Aurora, run! It was Kael. It was him. But twisted, distorted, fighting something ancient and merciless. The wolf slammed into the ground where she had stood, claws tearing through the veil like it was paper. Dark mist exploded outward, forming violent whirlwinds. Aurora's mother's voice echoed desperately. Aurora, get to the doorway. Now! Aurora sprinted toward the glowing entrance that led into Kael's soul, the swirling doorway her mother had opened, but the shadow wolf recovered instantly. Its massive form blurred, shifting into smoke, reappearing directly in front of her with a thunderous snarl. Aurora skidded to a halt, inches from the beast. Kael, she whispered, tears streaking down her face. I know you're in there. Fight it, please. The wolf's head tilted, as if listening, as if remembering. Aurora lifted a trembling hand to his muzzle. Come back to me. The wolf's breathing slowed, the shadows around its body flickered. And for a moment, a breathtaking moment, the beast shrank slightly, its features softening. His eyes turned gold. Kael's gold. Oh God, Aurora whispered, sobbing. Kael, it's you. But the moment shattered. A voice, cold, booming, triumphant, shook the realm. He cannot return to you. He belongs to me. The banished one. Soren's true form materialized behind the shadow wolf, hands glowing with runes that pulsed like black lightning. Aurora's mother appeared at Aurora's side instantly, grabbing her arm. Aurora, you have to go now. Before the banished one anchors Kael fully. Aurora shook her head wildly. I'm not leaving him. Her mother's eyes were fierce. You aren't leaving him, you're going into him. Into his soul. Aurora glanced at Kael's shadow wolf, trembling, flickering between monster and mate. I can't get past him, she whispered. He'll kill me. Her mother lifted her hand, glowing with the same eclipse light Aurora released during her awakening. Then I'll move him. Aurora's eyes widened in horror. No. You can't, you'll break apart. Her mother smiled sadly. I'm already gone, my love. She stepped forward, directly toward Kael's monstrous form. Aurora screamed. Don't. The shadow wolf roared in agony, torn between attacking and retreating, Kael's human instincts battling the banished one's command. The banished one raised his hand. Stop, Aurora's mother commanded, her voice suddenly deeper, layered with ancient Luna power. The veil cracked like thunder. The shadow wolf froze. Even Kael's real voice broke through. Aurora's mother, don't. She turned back to Aurora one last time. Run, Aurora. Run into him. Save him. Then she stepped into the wolf's path. Kael's shadow form slammed into her with a roar that shook the realm. Aurora screamed as her mother's form exploded into silver light, scattering through the veil like falling stars. The shadow wolf staggered, thrown off balance, howling in pain. Aurora's breath shattered. Emoam. The banished one stepped forward, smiling darkly. A Luna's sacrifice. Predictable. Aurora turned to him with eyes full of fire. I will end you. He smirked. You will enter the wolf's soul. And when you do... He leaned forward, voice dripping with triumph. You will meet the part of Kael that wants you dead. Aurora didn't wait. With a scream torn from grief and rage, she sprinted past the wounded shadow wolf, into the glowing doorway. The world dissolved. Her body vanished into gold and shadow. And Aurora fell straight into Kael's soul. Aurora hit the ground hard. But it wasn't stone this time, it was grass. Cold, dark grass that shimmered silver beneath her palms. She pushed herself up, heart pounding as she scanned her surroundings. The world around her wasn't the veil anymore. It looked like a forest, but distorted, dreamlike, trees twisted in impossible directions. The sky above was split, half burning gold, half pitch black. The moon was broken into 3 shards, floating like glass. Aurora whispered, breath trembling. "Kael." No answer. Only silence. And a low wind carrying a scent she recognized instantly. His scent. Aurora stood, forcing her fear down. "I'm inside Kael's soul. Can find him. I will find him." She walked deeper into the fractured forest, pushing past shadowy branches. But the deeper she went, the stranger it became. A gold river ran beside her, glowing like molten sunlight, but on the other side, a black river flowed in the opposite direction. 2 forces point 2 halves. 2 Kaels. Aurora shivered. Suddenly, snap. A branch broke behind her. She spun, heart in her throat. "Kael." Nothing. Then a voice drifted through the trees. Soft. Devastated, broken. "Aurora." Her body went still. "Kael. Kael, where are you?" She ran toward the voice, pushing through the twisting forest until she reached a clearing. And then she saw him. Kneeling on the ground, shoulders shaking, head bowed. Hands clawing at the dirt like he was trying to hold himself together. "Kael," Aurora whispered, stepping forward. He didn't look up. She approached him slowly. "It's me. I'm here." His voice cracked. "You shouldn't be here." Aurora knelt in front of him, reaching to touch his cheek. His hand shot up, grabbing her wrist with a crushing grip. Aurora gasped. "Kael." He lifted his head. And Aurora froze. One of his eyes was pure gold. The other was pitch black. Both were filled with pain. "Aurora," he choked. "You need to run." She shook her head fiercely. "No, I'm not running from you. You don't understand." His grip tightened. "He's here too. The other me." A chill raced down Aurora's spine. "The shadow." Kael nodded slowly, terror twisting his features. "He wants you." Aurora swallowed. "I know. Let him come. I'm not leaving you." Kael's voice cracked into a whisper. "Aurora. He doesn't want to claim you." He leaned in, forehead pressing against hers. "He wants to kill you." Aurora's breath hitched. A low growl echoed through the trees. Deep, cold, hungry. Kael's face drained of color. "He's coming." Aurora stood quickly, pulling Kael up with her. "We'll face him together." Kael winced, clutching his chest. "You don't understand. Here, inside my soul, he's stronger than me." Aurora turned toward the darkness gathering between the trees. "I don't care. He can't have you." A figure stepped out. Aurora felt her heart stop. It was Kael. Another Kael. But twisted. Darker. Beautiful in a cruel, dangerous way. Eyes glowing entirely black, skin shadow-marked. Jaw clenched like he was barely holding back violence. He smirked. "Well," he purred, voice dripping venom. "Isn't this sweet?" Aurora stepped in front of the real Kael protectively. The shadow Kael tilted his head. "You came inside," he said. "To save him." Aurora lifted her chin. "I did." He smiled, slow, wicked, chilling. "You won't." Kael gripped Aurora's shoulder. "Aurora, don't let him talk. Don't listen to him." Shadow Kael ignored him completely. His eyes locked onto Aurora. "You want to know the truth, don't you?" A step closer. "About him." Another step. "About the bond." Another step. "About why he's breaking." Aurora's pulse hammered. "Don't," Kael begged behind her. Shadow Kael smiled coldly. "Because deep down." He leaned forward until his lips brushed Aurora's ear. "He knows he's not strong enough to keep you." Aurora and Kael both froze. The darkness pulsed. Kael's knees nearly buckled behind her. Shadow Kael whispered. "And you know it too." Aurora's breath shattered. Kael gasped in pain. Kael took a single step back, and his voice dropped to a deadly whisper. Choose. Aurora's heart twisted violently. Choose what? Kael smiled. Which Kael gets to live? Aurora's world stopped. Kael behind her whispered, horrified. Aurora, don't choose him. Don't let him. Kael surged forward, grabbing Aurora's waist, pulling her against him with terrifying force. Kael roared. Let her go. Kael's lips brushed Aurora's ear again. Choose me, or he dies. The world cracked open beneath them.